Greetings, everyone. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Pretty great, pretty good day. I would say pretty great day, pretty good day. Around the island today. Started out with rain this morning and sunshine. Just when I thought the clouds were going to stay, we have sunshine. But along with the sunshine, it seems like every day we get a new wave of people talking about Trump. I'm not only talking about Trump. Trump is becoming the go-to guy now on the internet. But there's also something else that's going on. AI bots creating stories about coup d'etats in Africa. AI bots creating stories about Israel and the fall of Netanyahu. The fake news has really come into force with AI. Everybody is using it now to get a leg up in the internet spaces. But one of the things that's also happening is there's a challenge to the AI in that before you used to see people doing foolish things on the internet, but now they're going, I mean, completely berserk. You know, some of the things that you see people putting up, especially women, in particular black women, that you have to stand back and say, what were these people thinking? You know, especially the people that are followed, people who have large internet following, YouTube and Instagram, you know, doing the most outrageous things to get views and grow their audiences. But that's the way things have to be, you know, as the world changes, as the atmosphere around change, it is forcing people into a position where they're willing to do absolutely anything for money, fame, and survival. Women are coming on YouTube and Instagram, people advertising, you know, black women talking about, I could do a train $20 a person. And when people hit back at it and say, what kind of foolishness is this? She comes out standing her ground. Well, not just her, but several other people. This is what happened. The guy that's talking about the judgment the other day, always being judged. And no matter what you do, today is AI against whoever. You're being judged. Before you can do something foolish and the news of it then didn't get around the world. It got into your neighborhood and was embarrassing. And if you didn't want to be embarrassed, you had to move. People didn't see that as a judgment, but it is. You either change your way or you go. That's what judgment is. But anyway, those are the little things. The other thing is, though, we got in Israel stories about the IDF and the Israelis, the Jewish people in Israel going just off the rail, attacking diplomats. And on the other side, the GCC. I don't know if you know what the GCC is, but the Gulf Cooperative Council, which are all the sons of Saud. Saud was a tribal leader in Saudi Arabia during World War One. Well, anyway, he was a tribal leader. And to get the oil, take the oil away from Adolf Hitler's crew during World War II, they made agreement with Saud to give his children rulership in all what we call the Gulf states. Today now, what is happening is, as Israel is killing well, not even killing, this is genocide. It's like what King Leopold in France and Germany and all of them, England too, did in Africa. And Israel too. The Israelis were involved in South Africa, killing Africans. Not only in South Africa, but in Africa, even in the Congo today. But the GCC countries are now asking the world to condemn what Israel did. When not a couple of weeks, months ago, these same people were joining Israel in what they call the Abraham Accords. They were going to recognize the genocidal people of Israel.
Only grass, not avocado.
Just so in the U.S. will start giving them weapons that they think will be comparable to Israel. And they almost got it the other day when Trump went to Saudi Arabia to talk to the prince there.
Don't run, just walk. Walk only. No running, okay?
But anyway, what is the GCC?
Yeah, okay.
As I said before, they're the children,
No running, only
the
walking.
grandsons now, and the great-grandchildren, the leaders of King Saud, S-A-U-D, not F-A-U-D. Saud is one of his sons, but Saud. And those countries don't include Turkey or Iran. That's why you see the war against Iran. They don't include Iraq. They don't include Yemen, Somalia, Sudan. That's why you see they didn't include Libya either. That's why you see hence the overthrow of Libya, because the Saudis were a part of that coup that overthrew Gaddafi and had him murdered. But the deal was made to give them the weapons that they want. And There now is now offer I heard of on the table that Iran will make the nuclear fuel for their power plants. In exchange, the U.S. will sign an agreement with Iran about their nuclear, so-called nuclear weapons program. So things are falling apart on some way for the Jewish people, and in some way they're coming together for the Arab Arabic people, the Saudis, I should say, not Arabic, because that's the language. But the Saudis, things are coming together for them. They don't have the capability to fight a war, not even against Israel. I mean, they don't. And if you see how the Saudis came out against the Houthis, you know the facts. But anyway, if you're watching this carefully, I hope you're noticing that with the Saudis having the ability to get whatever they want, they're talking about building fab plants and getting into AI and so forth. Look at the power that Saudi has in Africa. Not only the Saudis, but the UAE and Qatar. The people who are called ISIS and Al Qaeda and all of them, I hope you understand who is supporting them financially, who buys their weapons, who paid for their weapon, not buy them, who paid for their weapon, and who trains them. Everybody know about Turkey training them, everybody know about the U.S. training, but some people refuse to think Israel is training them. France is training them, Germany is training them, Britain is training them. And all these people are facing Africa today. Not facing only, but in Africa. If Saudi get whole control of Africa, which through the religion, they already have done that. Where does that leave Africa? I always tell you about this 2063 thing. Where does it lead Africa? With all the stories and rumors about coup d'etats that supposedly are happening. During the last 3 weeks or so, month, almost every day I'm seeing stories about coming coups in Nigeria and Ghana and all the other sub-Saharan nations of West and Central West Africa. And I don't see any of the African YouTubers putting these things together and saying, hey, something is wrong here. Here it looked like what's happening. See, when a nation is in turmoil and all these other actors are in there, guess what happens? The people have no time to fight against the destruction from inside the country. The leaders stay in power. The old leaders that's keeping colonialism active and supported and thriving, they are staying in power. I hope the African YouTubers begin to see these things and begin to talk about them. And you who are there from the diaspora, I hope you are seeing these changes, keeping your eye on what's happening so that when the things that will affect you start, when the changes that will affect you begin, you'll know what to do. All right, peace. Have a great day wherever you are.